Grade 4. Today we have to study Unit number 2, Lesson number 3 of Oxford Progressive English Book 4. So you are required to open page number 10 of your books. Children, before we'll start reading, I want you to have a look on meanings of difficult words. Why do you think we have to learn or we need to have intimacy with the meanings of difficult words? Children, whenever you read a text, if you have a familiarity with the meanings of difficult words, it becomes very easy for you to understand or comprehend the text. Is it clear? If you will have a knowledge about meanings of these words, you will be understanding the whole story or the text given very easily. Now, let's start reading. The first word is conserve, and meaning of conserve is to save or to protect for future use. The next word is ape, an animal similar to monkey but has no or little tail. The third word is timber, high quality wood. The fourth word is trench, a long cut in the ground. Let's revise all the words. Conserve, to save, especially for future. Ape, an animal similar to monkey but has no or little tail. Timber, high quality wood. Trench, a long cut in the ground. Expeditions, a journey for a specific purpose. Expedition is a journey for a specific purpose. Water aid, it's an organization for water purification. Bonobos, dwarf chimpanzee. Bonobos, dwarf chimpanzee. WaterAid, an organization for water purification. Expedition, a journey for a specific purpose. Is it clear, children? Let's move on to the text. Unit 2, Lesson 3, Earth Watch. Mr. Bate publishes a magazine about conservation called Earth Watch. Here are 2 articles from this month's magazine. And what are these 2 articles about? Let's read. Number 1. They are just like us. What is the name of first article which was published in his magazine? They are just like us. My husband and I both love apes. My husband works for a national park in Africa and his job is to protect all the animals in the park. I'm studying apes called bonobos. They are very human-like, cute and funny. Apes have to face big problems all over Africa. Humans have destroyed much of these forests where they live. And what are these particular problems? And why have they destroyed all the forests? Number 1. They have built roads into the forest too. Number 2. They cut down the trees. And number 3. Take away the timber on big trucks. Number 4. Ape hunters travel into the forests on the same roads. Number 5. To kill the apes. And number 6. Sell the meat in the market. Let's read all these problems again. Number 1. They have built roads into the forest too. Now, building roads in the forest, what is the meaning of this? This means they have already cut down a lot of trees for building up these roads. When we cut trees, what happens, children? We are destroying the habitat or natural homes for the animals living in the forest. And a lot of when we remove a lot of trees, a lot of oxygen is removed from the environment. Number 2. They cut down trees and now cutting down trees mean wastage of wood and a lot of oxygen, again as I have told you earlier, has been removed from the atmosphere. Number 3. Take away the timber on big trucks. A very useful wood named as timber is removed on big trucks from the forest towards the cities. Ape hunters travel into the forest on the same roads. Now, a lot of human activity is observed in the forest which disturbs the natural environment for the animals there. To kill the apes, and sell the meat in the market. Now they kill the animals and sell their meats in the market. Titch, a baby ape, has lost his mother, so I am bottle feeding him. We are keeping about 7 baby bonobos at the Apes Center in the middle of the forest. All their mothers are dead. When Titch is bigger, he can go and live with a group of apes in the forest. Very sad children. All the mothers, they have been killed. And the babies, they are suffering. And see, such a good human, she is feeding the baby ape. Is it clear, children? Now, we all, when we'll grow up, we will be working for the safety of the environment, for the forest, for conserving all the natural resources available on planet Earth. Now, let's read the other article. Turning on the tap. I'm an engineer and I live in Ethiopia. We are putting in a new water pipe to carry water from a spring. What is a spring? Underground water. In the hills to a village. When it is finished, the pipe will be 11 kilometers long. When it is finished, the pipe will be 11 kilometers long. At the moment, the villagers have to walk 11 kilometers into the hills each day to collect water and then carry it back to the village in pots on their heads. See, children, how difficult. See, in this picture, they are walking in the hills towards the springs to fetch water. How difficult in big pots. Water Aid in Britain. Now, what is Water Aid? As I have told you earlier, it's an organization working for the purification and availability of water. Water Aid in Britain, and since it's the name of the company, children, so that's why W and A both are capital because it's a proper noun. Water Aid in Britain gave us some money for the pipeline. The villagers are doing all the hard work themselves. They are digging long trenches. Now you know very well what is a trench. It is a cut in the ground. They are digging long trenches. In other places, they are building banks to hold up the pipe. In a few places, they have to cut through the rock. Now what are they doing? They are digging trenches, number 1. They are building banks, number 2, to hold up the pipe. And what are they doing? They cut through the rock, and all they are doing to make the availability of water or to have an access to the water. In the end, there will be drinking water in the village. If the villagers don't waste any water, there will be enough water to grow fruit and vegetables too. They are really looking forward to TTD. And what is TTD? Tap Turn On Day. Now the villagers, they are looking forward to TTD. Tap Turn On Day, because they need water to grow enough vegetables and fruit. Very beautiful article telling us that we are all blessed to have availability of water whenever we are opening a tap. Now children, we are going to start the exercise. Are you all ready? Let's start. Read the passages again and answer these questions. Text 1. Number 1. Why do you think Elaine and her husband live in the forest? Now children, if you remember the picture in which Elaine, she was feeding the ape. Do you remember that particular picture? Yes. So do you have any idea? What were they doing in the forest? Lovely. Elaine studies apes and her husband protects them. I will repeat again. Elaine studies apes and her husband protects them. They both love apes. Number 2. Why do hunters kill the apes? Now children, if you remember, the information related to this particular question has been mentioned in the last few lines of the first paragraph in which we were reading about the problems. Do you remember that? Yes. So if you can get the answer. Lovely. The hunters kill the apes to sell their meat. Let's move on to question number 3. Why is Elaine bottle feeding Titch? Elaine is bottle feeding Titch because he was too young to eat leaves, fruits or vegetables. And there was another reason mentioned in the text. What was that particular reason? His mother was dead. Is it clear, children? Now, text 2. Where will the water for the village come from? The water will come from a spring. What is a spring? Spring is a source of underground water. The water will come from a spring in the hills. Number 2. How long will the pipeline be? Children, if you remember, while reading, I focused a lot on the information related to this question. So, do you have any idea? Yes, come on. Yes, it will be 11 kilometers long. The pipeline will be 11 kilometers long. Number 3. Which daily job won't the villagers do in future? The villagers won't walk 11 kilometers to collect water. Number 4. What will the villagers be able to grow? They will be able to grow fruits and vegetables. Is it clear, children? Now you have to write answers of all these questions in your notebook. In order to help you, I have mentioned all the answers at the end of this slide. Good luck, children.